Welcome Vicente Luque here to the program today. Getting ready for UFC FIght Night 90, July 7th, the beginning of a great week of fights. It's amazing. All the guys I'm getting an interview now from UFC FIght Night 90 are all super excited to be a part of this whole week. It's not just one fight now. It's the Fight Your Fight on July 7th, then the tough finale on July 8th, and then, of course, UFC 200 on July 9th. It's a great week. How is it training right now? Because I know a lot of your teammates are getting ready as well for fights, not only that week but also other times. How is it right now training as far as the emotions go at Black Zillions?
Yeah, first of all, thanks for having me. And, it's really great. Training has been going really good. I've been here for about 3 weeks now. That's my finishing part of my camp. And it's been going really well. I'm training all aspects of the game. My opponent, he likes to strike, but also tries to take the fight to the ground. So it's been really good. My strength and conditioning is going well. I'm feeling great.
Where did you do the rest of your training camp before you came down to Florida?
Before I come here, I do it in Brasilia, Brazil. That's
okay.
where I live. And I was born here in New Jersey, and then when I was 6 years old, I came back to Brazil with my mother, and I grew up over there.
So, obviously, being born in New Jersey, you're an American citizen, so it's easier for you to get back and forth between the two countries. Has it been easier for you, like when you're down in Brazil and you see your other teammates in Brazil, and then you get to go up to Black Zillions to train, to finish off your training camp? Do you feel like you're getting an easier path or a better path to become a better fighter?
Yeah, definitely. I think I have like a great privilege to have that opportunity to be able to come up here and be able to train. It's not only different, but you have many more people looking at people up here. Down there it's much harder to be seen. So I think it's just a great opportunity, and I'm really lucky to be able to do this.
Why did you choose the Black Zillions? Because you could have gone anywhere. I mean, you could have gone to ATT just down the street, but you also could have gone all the way over to Extreme Couture in Las Vegas. You could have gone anywhere. So how come Black Zillions?
I chose Black Zillions because I had a big friend of mine in Brazil, Guto Inocente, already trained over here. So I got in touch with him, and he called me up to come train, and that's how it all started.
Is this your first time training with the Black Zillions?
No. The first time was about 3 years ago, and then I went back to Brazil, and after that we had the show, and that's when I came here for good. During the show. Yeah.
And so do you always try to do the last 3 weeks of your training camp in Florida, or do you swap it back and forth? Could it be more time? Could you do your whole training camp next time?
Yeah, I try between 8 and 6 weeks.
Okay. And so you've got about 3 more weeks, right, left before the actual event. Oh, no, you have 4 weeks left before the event. So it'll end up being about 7 weeks that you'll be that you get there? Okay.
Yeah.
So how is the training different from in Brasilia versus in Florida?
Well, especially the amount of people. There we don't have so many people, and also mostly are smaller guys, and like from 155 up, it's kind of hard to find guys. 155 you still find guys, but 170 and 185, that's really hard. And so, especially that's the biggest difference. Here I can come here and have like 7, 6 guys that are all my size and are really good in fighting big events. So,
does it do you nervous the first time you stepped into practice? We're like, wow, there's like I know that guy, I've seen that guy fight on TV. Would it make you a little nervous when you first walked in?
Not so much nervous, but it made me kind of like really excited.
Yeah.
I mean, I love to train, I love to fight. So when I got in there, I said like, shit, this is what I want to do. This is what I've been waiting for.
What have you tweaked? You said earlier strength and conditioning's on point really well. You're extremely happy with your striking coach and how things are going with your stand up. Is there anything else that you tweaked during this training camp to become a little bit better for this fight?
Yeah, well, I'm working a lot in all kinds of, like, a lot on my ground as well, in my wrestling. I work always on my defensive wrestling, but I'm going to try to work also my attack for this fight. I feel like I could try to win this fight in many different ways, so I'm training a lot with Neil different kinds of submission. He got an unbelievable ground game,
Yeah.
and also my striking with Henry, it's getting really much stronger than I used to be. So, I mean, I see myself winning in any of those aspects, but I definitely want to finish the fight.
So, Vicente, the last thing before I let you out of here, where do you see yourself going after this fight? Are you a guy that likes to fight 4 or 5 times a year, so you're going to try and get right back into it? Are you going to wait for the right opponent to be approached to you to kind of so you can keep moving up the ranks and up the ladder within the UFC, or are you going to do whatever you're told by the UFC and just take whatever they put in front of you?
Well, after this fight, I definitely want to fight at least 2 or 3 more times before the end of the year, because I am a guy that I like to fight a lot. Last year I had 4 fights, 4 fights including the show, and then I didn't get really injured in the end of the last year, but a bit injured on my knee, and I stayed out of it a bit. So I really want to fight more often and just try to fight as much as they want me to fight.
That's the attitude you should have, and that's how it should go right now. Yeah. Vicente, thanks so much for coming on here. I appreciate it. Have a great rest of your training camp, and we'll talk again soon.
Okay, thank you, man. Take care.